Welcome Brawlers, I'm the Hermit, and today we're gonna be playing Mendicant Core Guidelight. For a white and a blue mana, we get a legendary artifact robot. Its power is equal to the number of artifacts we control. It also has Starship engines, and if we get to max speed by damaging our opponent, whenever you cast an artifact spell, you may pay 1 mana. If you do, copy it. So we need to deal damage 3 times to our opponent to go from 1 to 4 speed, and then we can essentially copy any artifact we are gonna play. There are a few exceptions, obviously, because we have a couple of legendary artifacts, but the rest are gonna be artifact creatures or artifacts that generate value. So for instance, we have removal in artifacts, we have assimilation aegis, reflection net, as well as white aura sight, and portable hole in the low end of the curve. Then, since we're going to be playing a decent number of 1-drop artifacts, we are going to be playing Tesseract Cruel Captain. We can use it to tutor for artifacts with mana value 1 or less. So all of these, and maybe even our artifact lands if we have to. Then we have other aggressive creatures, so we can get the engine started. We play a 1-drop that can attack, and then we play our commander. We immediately go to speed 2 if our opponent has no blockers. So those are gonna be Nesting Bot, hopefully Initiate, Scrap a little bit to get damage through, Hydroponics Architect with flying, and Gingerbread since we can pay and it can be blocked. Hopo Krirapur also has flying. Then we have a little bit of artifact creature synergies. We have Steel Overseer, we have Physic. We can tap either of those to put a counter on each artifact creature, or in the case of Physic, also the vehicles. Then in Physic, we can remove 2 counters and pay 2 mana to draw a card. Some other cards that synergize with the aggressive plan is Excogitator Sphinx. Whenever 1 or more creatures deal combat damage to a player, we investigate, making an artifact token, and then we can sacrifice clues, pay 1 mana to seek an instant or sorcery. We also have Talion's Strongguard. It has flash, and when it enters, it returns a spell or non-permanent to its owner's hand. But if we bargain it, meaning we sacrifice an artifact, enchantment, or token, that spell gains perpetually 2 more mana to cast. Then we have a couple of other Tesserets, Betrayer of Flesh, to draw and discard only 1 if we have an artifact, or make artifacts for force. Artifice Master to generate a card advantage or make flying Thopters that can get through. We also have Thai, obviously, so we can generate more Thopters. And we have Network Marauder. When this enters, or another artifact with mana value 3 or greater, all artifact creatures and spacecraft we control perpetually gain +1/+0. So when it enters, and whenever one of our bigger artifacts enter, we buff the whole team, not just the ones that are on play. We also have a couple of other robots, Diversion Unit, Emissary Escort. The escort gains power equal to the greatest artifact we control. We have Emporium Thopteris and Landlord Navigator to generate either Ornithopters with the Thopterist or Magpies if we happen to get 2 artifacts in a turn with the Landlord Navigator. We have a little bit of interaction with Lion's Ash, Stone of Eric. Now let's get into the queue and show our opponents the light. Renan 6. Sir Ginger is gonna be good, I think. Stone of Eric, not the greatest, but at least it can deal with a fetch land from our opponent. Let's play the top 3 to block the Ragavan. Versioning from opponent. And we shall pass. And 6 minus. They pay the board. Love ship. I don't think we want it. Let's play Sir Ginger then. We are at speed 3. And we might crack the stone. Try it from opponent. Physic. And blocks with loot. We will sacrifice the stone. We are okay with wash away. That was a Balakut exploration and they concede. Yep. Makes sense. And it's always nice to get a Renan 6 when they are mana screwed, so I'm not gonna complain. Sorry. What is the plan here? I think we play the Colonnade, the Medicant. Okay, 1 life, +1/+0. Okay. Yeah, power word kill, that's an unusual one, but makes sense. They have removal here. At least we have started the engines. Work automaton. blocks here because we are trying to get more speed. Aerialist. Rebuke that. Hmm. And wanna play invasion here. One ring and necropotence. Whenever a creature deals combat damage to a player. They play Sorin under Necropolis Regent. Here we take the damage. They needed to do that in a different order for us to bite.
Blood was my beginning, and it will be your end.
Hmm. We just exiled the Regent and attack Sorin.
My heart is too hollow to care.
Two more vampires from opponent. They make a block, but now we have good stuff going around. Siren might be able to deal damage here. Because if you gain life this turn. Still Overseer. No, that's not gonna be it. And they concede. GG's. That Yoba basic druid. You can do better, I think. Yeah, this works. Let's start our engines. And with the architect and of Edgeland, we are in good shape. I guess we play Palantir here. Yeah, that way we are gonna make sure we have the wash away. Our opponent plays Kellan. Good against us because it can destroy artifacts, so that's why we send it away. Geology enthusiast. I guess we could use the snare. No, so I forgot about that part. That put counters on one of our creatures, so we already missed one. It's a sorcery speed, so my bad. I still explorer. They have another land. Another land drop. Exploration. Plains land. Plains Island, I mean. And then takes the damage. Hmm. Wash away. I guess they can play Tatiova now. That is a good one. That is still not lethal, so. It looks like opponent has an extra turn here, so. Aggro as well. GG's. All stick fingers. In case we can trade this one, we might need to sync or cyclonic something. Bishop, Dark Medallion, Jet Medallion. Ah. The medallion goes in the hole. Ooh, humiliation. That might actually be better. Guess it's Commander. No, it's up there. Crew close heist, sure. And now just keep attacking. Assemble for parts. This is just 2 permanents. GG's. Oh, Nixilis. Okay, so no play, which means we are gonna play Mendicant, and then Gadgeteer, and we'll see if we draw another land. Tenacious Undertow. Now we get Mox Amber, that gives us a free blue. And we just attack. Marionette Apprentice. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Look, 1, we still get speed up. We will crack some clues here. Yes. The Blossom. Okay. Down in Icor. Okay, opponent concedes. We were gonna be able to, I guess, copy the Marauder. Maybe we give up Talon's Strongguard. Either way, they're not gonna be happy. GG's. What do we want against Renan 6? I guess this helps. We send the Gingerbread away. Arboreal Grazer, I guess that's fine. Ooh. Ancient Tomb, that's not fine actually. Let's play Scrap. It's gonna die to Renan 6, but that should be fine. Especially because opponent seems to be stumbling on mana. Molten Impact on Scrap. Guess we take the Grazer here. We are almost at max speed and we have clues for our Sphinx, so Lightning Axe to kill the Sphinx. Oh, they kill both. Upgrade. A Wire Might. I guess that might exile our land. So opponent is almost out of resources. They trade with me, so. Let's get the aura sight. Opponent mills it, they take 4 life. They can technically kill Palantir, but now they are pretty much, they have an overt presence. Here we play the Navigator because it gets us a map. Another. What? Another land that doesn't make mana? Colorless land? Irritated Simulacrum. And GG's. Yep. Always happy when Renan 6 gets screwed. The balance scale. Let's go architect for architect with opponent. Nowhere to run. I am disappointed in you, opponent. Into our opponent. Come from blue. This is really close. It all depends on what our opponent is gonna do here. Deva. Sure. They have something here. Seems like they do. Okay, either way, that doesn't. That it slows us, but it doesn't kill our commander, so. And we couldn't protect for it. Hmm. And now we need something else, I think. We're gonna give our opponent another card. White Aura Sign. And if they have removal here, I guess we lose. Yep. GG's. Minsk and Boo. They have here. Ramp. Okay, Insignet, so their commander is gonna come next turn. Guess I'll name human so we can play Geology Enthusiast here. Flash Thunder. Ooh. With that unable to scream, they might sacrifice it, but it's equal to the power, so it can only kill Scrap. Alternatively, they can just buff that. Ooh, and Shrek. Here we play Thought Monitor, copy it. Opa, do not copy. So we do copy. This is still the same colors, so we can just protect from red, and Mendicant is lethal. GG's. Guess we were to aggro for Gruul. Who would have thunk? Rofellos. I guess at least we can reprieve Rofellos. Okay, we can't. So we will lose, probably. What's that? Dangle. Let's see how screwed are we. A little screwed. Misa hacen de daño. Yeah, even if we bounce Rofellos, they can play Nisa for cheaper. Vanguard might be the MVP here. Oop, never mind. We are just losing, I guess. GG's. Olivia Crimson Bride. Okay, 2 mana rocks. Game robot with the cavern. Okay, so they are going to discard to the scrapyard, but nothing to reanimate. They bought Mendicant, goes to the command zone. But now we have speed, we should make the most of it. Does opponent want to make Soul of New Pyrexia? I don't think they should. Only as a sorcery, so if they want to, they need to do it here. Hmm. Very, very bold opponent. Good game. Yep. Oko, the ringleader. And I guess at least we can play Enthusiasts. Oh, is this wash away? It is. And get my choices. Oh, no, Brainstorm. So they need good creatures so they can copy them. Copy comes the copy. Hmm. This way we start getting speed. Even though I really wanted to play the Enthusiast. I'm able to scream. They pay the word. Into the flood mode for the Enthusiast. Trap turn, sure. Oh, Primeval Titan, that's not ideal. But I guess we can copy the Titan. We are still gonna be a little behind because they got it first. But catching up might not be the worst.
You're standing between me and my prize. Draw!
2 cards. And then discard 2 cards. Are we okay trading Primeval here? I think so.
I'll aid you. So focus. Use your words.
This will make things more exciting.
Castillo. Probably. And they concede to Cyclonic. I guess they didn't have a counter spell there, even though they kept up double blue. After that, whatever they play, we can Aura Sight. They don't know about it, but we also just got a boost of RAM from their Primeval Titan. So thank you for playing Primeval. And good games. Good games, Oko. And that's gonna be it for today. So overall the deck is really solid, but I think probably the best thing about it is the fact that our commander is gonna grow and grow and grow. That way we're gonna be able to get some hit-ins with Skrelp. Maybe that might be a reason to play also Giver of Runes, Mother of Runes. Even though they are not artifacts, they still help our commander getting for some damage. We even saw our opponent was able to stop us only because we didn't get to hit with it. They had the bounce spells. I'm talking about the Devil opponent, so yeah, removing our commander might be the worst, the best for our opponents, the worst for us, the best way to deal with us with this type of deck. But overall, I think the deck was really solid. Maybe some of the higher cost we can make it so that we have more efficient creatures, maybe artifact creatures, and like I said, maybe the ones that give protection, so we can get in for some damage. But overall, I don't think this is one of the bad decks, even though we did better against some really powerful commanders like Ren and even some Hellq. We still managed to pull through. So thank you for watching. I'm the Hermit, and I will see you on the next one. Bye bye.